This is it, the children's wild play garden I was telling you about. Come on, have a look around with me. It's all happening in here. Like the name suggests, Wild Play is a garden purpose-built for the kids to go wild in. It's designed to inspire young imaginations and create a sense of adventure and get lost in the wonder of nature. Sam Crosby runs the Nature Play programs at Wild Play.
So about 5 years ago, we decided to have a bit of a shift in the type of education we were doing here in the park, and we decided to create a program called Bush School. From that, we thought, well, rather than just have a space where we could deliver this type of learning with our educators all the time, why not create a place where people could visit anytime they didn't need us here? So that's what this garden's all about.
This garden was designed to get a young mind to interact with nature. Have a look around here. There's not a standard piece of play equipment to be seen. It's all about using imagination and the environment to create a play space.
They're a bit wobbly when they first get in. Some of these kids aren't used to walking on uneven ground. They're always on carpet or on concrete. So they come in here, they fall over a little bit, but I see them change physically. Within about 20 minutes, they're starting to negotiate the boulders, the logs, they're balancing, they're being able to move freely, and then they speed up a bit. So yeah, that resilience building happens a lot in spaces like this. It's great to see. I think it's really important because educators can come here with their kids and they can see a different side of them. They get to see those kids that are imaginative, creative, good at coming up with games, those kids that might not be really good at sitting in a classroom at a desk, and in here they become amazing leaders and amazing engineers.
Is that a volcano? Wow. How big are you going to build the volcano?
Did you smash that over there?
I like it.
This could be my lava.
You happy with that?
These are the turtle mounds. So a lot of the features in the garden are reflective of the park's wildlife. So we've got a big wetland system here, so we've got a lot of different types of turtle. There's that feeling of elevation when they're at the top. You know, they can survey, they can look out. There's all sorts of hide and seek games that go on up here. So this bridge here is probably, as an educator, my favourite part to watch kids take a risk, because there's no handrails. They really have to stop and slow down and think about themselves in relation to, you know, the rest of the world around them. So they're pretty good learning how to slow down, and then the next time they get faster. So you can see how risk is really important for kids to have in their lives because they learn from it. The skeleton of the earl has been laid out with all these wonderful wooden beams, but they're not all the same size and height. There's different spaces between them. Again, it's a great story, you know, an ecological story of the Parklands with our eel migration. We've got lots of eels in our ponds. This is our artesian water play. This is probably one of the most popular parts of the garden. And, you know, water play on a hot day, can't beat it.
Bryce Lambert is the horticulturalist here, and he says he doesn't mind having to replace thousands of trampled plants. Not sure I believe him.
All the plants get stepped on, torn, ripped, and played with. And that's fantastic. If I worried about every single plant that sort of got pulled out of the ground or ripped, you know, I'd go insane. But it's incredible. It's what the whole experience is all about, is wild play.
What exactly is it that you think the garden provides the children that come here?
I think it gives them a chance to grow physically, socially, emotionally. cognitively and ecologically.
Yeah, they get to be surrounded by nature in all aspects, and hopefully by having that connection with nature, become custodians.
Unstructured play or wild play, whatever you want to call it, it makes a real difference to the way that today's kids see and understand nature. If they're able to touch and experience it firsthand like this teaches them all about risk. Risks build confidence, and confidence builds healthy young minds. Oh, look how high you are. Okay, do you want to go up again? Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Ooh. Whoa, that was fast. You went faster than me. Good job.